Hey, what's up, guys? We are excited. Our first episode is here.
Yes, sir.
It's here. Hustlers Horizon podcast. And this guest that we have on our show, our first guest, our first episode, Ray Sparkman. Man, how are you doing today?
Doing pretty good. Yeah, man. Thanks for having me on
It's nice
today.
to have you, bro.
Yeah, we're excited, man. We were talking about it. We said, man, who should we get on our first episode?
Yeah.
He's like someone top notch, an elite dude. And he said, Ray. And so here you are, man. So we appreciate you taking
that.
time.
Okay.
But, man, I want to talk to you. So you just recently, congratulations again, you just recently opened up your own gym, right? Mm-hmm. So talk to us about that, how that all started.
Oh, man, how it started? Well, I guess you got to go back to WT, which is about 10 years ago, give or take. I used to run track and cross country there. And yeah, I enjoyed it. It's a good passion of mine. After school, or after college is over, what do? You find a job at Dillard's. That transitions into, me selling cars at Peace Car Smart Kia. I was there for a very long time. Pandemic happens in 2020. The world's falling apart, and you're like, what do? No one's buying cars at the first initial wave. That's when I got into the hail repair business. So that was a lot of traveling. That's a lot of, having to go out to clients, whether that's in Perryton or Tucumcari or in Lubbock. I mean, someone's willing to do business, you got to go find them, and make it happen. After that, the company that me and my business partner, we developed, it's blossoming, it's blooming. And as I became more aware of what I can do, that's when I started to scratch my head. It's like, man, what would this same hustle and mentality that I have, if I can go back and apply it to my passion where it all started. And so that's where I came across, the gym.
Yeah, because you're pretty good at networking, dude. Like, I've seen him out hustle. Like, I'll be driving, he's just holding up flyers and stuff. Perryton, Lubbock, everywhere.
Yeah, that's funny. Yeah, that's true.
We don't even talk to each other. Hey, are you going or anything? No, we just meet up out there on the field. Yeah.
Well, just like they say, your network is your net worth, and I strongly believe in that.
Yeah.
But it's awesome though, like to hear that. And we were kind of talking about you when we thought about bringing you on. I was like, man, okay, I want to know his story because it's awesome, especially here. I love to meet people and pick their brains, man. And so the 5-star hail repair, right? That was it's been great. And and then you transition into the gym, so it was like stepping out of your comfort zone, right?
Oh yeah, absolutely.
And but I imagine it's been scary, but I know it's going to be successful. But I want you to talk to me now. So we know the business part of it, but let's learn a little bit about you, your background, man. Where'd you grow up?
Where are you from?
Born in a little old town called Lockney, Texas. So
okay. I thought you were from Florida for some reason. You're always over there.
Now, I always go to Florida every chance I get.
Yeah.
I love to be on the beach, and that's why I work so hard, is to enjoy those moments on the beach and get back and relax, for a few days and get back to the grind. But to answer your question, born there in Lockney. My aunt raised me there in East Texas, in another small town called New London, Texas.
Oh, nice.
So from there, I came to WT to run track and cross country. And, wanted to kind of get back to my West Texas roots. Still had, a couple friends and family, from back in the day. And kind of got back in touch with those guys. And then you look up and then life kind of takes its own road, and you just go with it. So.
Yeah.
How long did you run track for?
I ran for 4 years.
4 years?
Yeah.
Dang, that's pretty good. Dude, what were you studying?
Yeah, studying. I was studying partying.
That's
what I was studying.
I feel like that's why everybody
side.
drops out, dude.
That's where I learned how to network, honestly.
Yeah, man.
See.
Hey, man, where's the party? Hey, what's going on? And
it's so hard whenever you have that option to, hey, go study or go party. You want to go party.
Yeah.
And we're young and stuff.
Yeah.
I feel like that's why a lot of people don't make it.
Hey,
that's why I didn't make it, for sure.
Well, I had the right friends, I guess you could say.
Yeah. Well, and then
help me get through. Hey, man.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Well,
I'll show you a good time. Show me the
exactly.
study sheet.
Exactly. And like you said, you have those options. Like it's you want to build something or go party, and it's a lot of times like, man, let me go have fun, but at the same time, you still had fun. You did the partying, whatever, but you didn't let that define who you were, and I think that's important, right?
Yeah, right.
And that's what makes a successful entrepreneur, because everybody, I believe, just goes through ups and downs in life all the time, man. It doesn't matter. No one's perfect. Nothing's perfect. Nothing's guaranteed. So it's a mentality, and it's the hustler's mindset, right? And that's what we call the hustler's horizon. And that was one of the first words that we came out of your mouth when we were talking, hustling. I mean, and then networking. I mean, it all ties in. And so now I heard though, so you've had your gym open for about 6 weeks now, right? Mm-hmm. That's so crazy, man. That's awesome. Crazy. But I heard now, we were talking a little bit, it's growing so fast.
Oh yeah. This last week or so, oh man, it's getting intense where I'm like a little overwhelmed.
Yeah.
Phone is ringing, people are calling. They're messaging me on Messenger. Hey, so I heard about this gym. I pop up a tent anywhere in town. That's on the corner on a nice warm day. And I'll have my sign that says, Amarillo Fit,
Perfect.
Is it just you doing it, or you got some
it's
coaches?
Just me. I do have a couple coaches that I work with that kind of take over on a couple classes. That way I can get back to, following up.
Bringing business in.
Yeah, got to get the business in.
Yeah, for sure.
So Amarillo Fit, and so, I mean, you mentioned that. Where is it located? Because, I mean, somebody might be watching this that's interested in going to work out. I mean, I might have to go get my butt kicked a few times.
Come on, man. Yeah. Hey, the first 3 days are always the hardest, so that's why I give them free.
Really?
Yeah, the first 3 days are usually pretty intense. It's a fast-paced class. But where I'm located is on 4515 South Georgia.
Okay.
Yeah, and it's catty corner from where Midnight Rodeo used to be, which is now a church. Yeah. And so, I'm in that shopping center there. So.
Okay, awesome.
And then you're expanding, right? Or why are you opening that wall?
Well, I already knew
it
wouldn't take me long to grow, especially with the hell repair business. I understood, like, within 3-4 months, like, business was, like, overwhelming, and we didn't have enough places to park the car when we're doing the repair.
I've seen your videos, and, like, the parking lot's already full.
Yeah, I mean, it gets swamped. And so I already knew I needed at least 3,000 square feet, and I made a good deal with the owner of the building, and so I was able to get the first slot for pennies on the dollars, and he went and allowed me, and we worked another deal out on the second spot.
Yeah.
And so now got the door open, and so now I'm expanding to the second gym because my afternoon classes are they're
too big,
full.
Dang, that's pretty crazy.
That's awesome.
6 weeks.
Sounds like it's overwhelming, but it's a good problem to have, I feel like. Yeah. And I want to ask you though, Ray, so where did I have to ask this, an important question. Where did your inspiration come from? I mean, from growing up, did you have an inspiration like that made you want to be like, I want to build something, I want to be an owner, I don't want to work for someone for the rest of my life? Where is your inspiration at?
It started with work ethic first, which was my aunt when she raised me. Man, she used to clean buildings, so she would go to offices and get them cleaned up and mop and, clean the toilets and everything, man. And whew, I did that for free. She didn't pay me. So I have just a sense of just to work for free, just a good work ethic. And so that's where it started. And as I was going to college and stuff like that, just the desire to have nice things, to take care of your family, those things become important to you.
Yeah.
And I want to provide a good lifestyle, and pass that on to my kids.
Most definitely,
for sure.
So that they can create their own legacy and go in their own direction. So,
are you still doing the hell repair or no?
Yeah, I still do it. Yeah. So last month, I believe I brought in 2 cars.
Nice.
It's not my priority. I'm not going to go look for it. If my phone rings, great, let's talk about it. But all my focus and attention needs to be locked in on one thing so that it can continue growing.
Yeah. So now you're still doing the hell repair and the gym, and so that's another task in itself, right? Balancing it out, but you're putting your focus on this gym right now.
Correct.
And I think you've built something enough with the hell repair that, like you said, they come to you. It's not necessarily you have to go out, and that's a good thing. And that networking is paying off.
Oh
right?
yeah, absolutely, yeah. Still pays off years later. So.
Yeah. Well, I mean that's.
I like it. I like it. I did have a question though. Like, what's been the hardest part of starting a new business? Because I know everybody wants to. Hey, I want to start a business. I want to start a business.
Week 3.
Yeah, and then you start it. You're hardest. Like, oh man, it's harder. It's harder than I thought.
Oh yeah, 7 days later. Oh crap, rent's due, and this person didn't call me back. That person didn't call me back. That's the hardest part. I wouldn't say that isn't the hardest part because I already kind of expect that. The hardest part is to not have 2 bad days in a row.
Yeah.
I mean, you're going to have a bad day. You've got to understand that, but you've got to understand, you can't let that carry into the next day.
For sure.
So whatever happened, you know, on this bad day, you just got to erase it, forget it, and you've got to move on. You've got to, whatever it takes to get you in a good mood and start the day on the right foot, do that, and then you start to stack your wins.
What do you do that makes you start your days good?
It's 2 or 3 different things for me. One of them is a playlist. I like very chill electronic music. Yeah. That's very low, very vibey. I just let it play in the background. Kind of calms me down as I'm getting, eating my banana and my yogurt. You know.
Yeah.
One thing I like to do, I like to create my own little sauna in the restroom. So I'll just turn on the
Nice.
I'll turn on the shower, get it really hot and steamy, turn on my floor heater.
Those are the best.
I just create my own sauna in there. And it'll be like 95 degrees in there. And I'm just having a good time, just chilling. I'm just getting ready for the day. Yeah. And I will not lose today's.
What time are you waking up? What time are you waking up daily?
4:05 a.m.
Every day.
Every day.
See, that's what it takes, right?
Mm-hmm. Gotta get it done.
It's crazy.
So building those good routines, and I think that's important.
Yeah,
having a routine, getting up early in the morning, having a plan. You know, so that's an everyday thing for you, right? It's
Absolutely.
just and your phone just starts going off the. Tell me though. So we talked about what's been the hardest part, right? And let's talk a little more. You were saying your routine. You know, you play the music, you work out, and you do. Obviously you work out. You got a gym. So
you just don't.
other than that, though, it's like what does it feel like? And after you see your business kind of flourish, right, and it starts to take off. How do you keep from just like being okay? Like, all right, I've done it. We're good. Like never getting satisfied. Like, talk to me about that. Like, what keeps you going?
Well, you got to know your why. Why are you doing this?
Yeah.
So if you just want to create clout and just kind of create some kind of wave, well, great, you did it. Mm-hmm. But if you're in it for your legacy, you're in it for your kids, you're in it to pass the torch.
Yeah.
You're not done. Yeah. So you got to keep moving forward.
There's always something you could be doing.
Most definitely.
There's always something you can do. Always could be doing.
That's awesome. I like that. Knowing your why. Knowing your why is important. I mean, and not even just in a business aspect, it's in life in general. Just everything is your why. There's a why for everything, right? Like, why did you get up? Why do you keep pushing? You know, why are you crying? Why? You know what I'm saying? Like,
there's a why.
There's a why for everything. But that's just awesome to hear that, man. And again, congratulations on all that. Mm-hmm. And so now let's transition a little bit. So we got to know about you, the business. Let's have some fun. So what are some of your favorite hobbies? What do you like to do?
Work.
Yeah.
He's like me, bro.
Work.
Yeah, so, that is the hobby.
Okay.
Trying to expedite to the next level.
That's a good answer.
No, what's your favorite hobby? You just have to do that, right? I mean, sometimes.
Yeah, that's just where I'm at right now in my life.
Yeah.
Do you have people that tell you, hey, Ray, slow down, slow down? Mm-hmm. Nobody tells you that?
No, there's nobody there to slow me down. Just 4:05 to 9 o'clock at night.
That's good. That's good. Yeah, I mean, that's... So what is the next plans, if you don't mind me asking? So you got this gym started. What do you have? I'm sure you're thinking already.
You already know. Yeah, I'm not going to say the spot that I want in town, but
Just say it.
Nah, I'm just kidding. I ain't going to say it because someone might, oh, damn, I didn't realize that property was for a rent. So there's a really nice, sweet spot. It's a Toot and Totem in town on a very busy corner. I've already talked to the owner.
Nice.
And it sounds like a coffee shop was going to go in there, but it's starting to unravel. And I've got to go as fast as I can. I can't take a day off at 4:05. I feel like I should be up at 3:55. Mm-hmm. Those 10 extra minutes is very crucial.
Yeah.
Because if I can get this spot, then I can just really take off with the Amarillo Fit brand like never before. With anything I've ever done.
There's a lot of competition though. Like gyms and stuff like here. Do you have like a mentor that you talk to, or is it a pretty closed off community? Or are they open to talk about it? Like
I don't talk to anybody here in town.
Yeah.
I talk to a lot of people that are in a bunch of different tourist towns, I guess you could say. And I'll pick up the phone and I'll call. And I've got a buddy right now in Durango, Colorado, that I call once a week, and he gives me the right advice, you know what I mean? Yeah. Whether I use it or not, I'm still stubborn, I'm like, no, I'm gonna do it this way anyways. But he was the last person I talked to before I made the official move into this business.
Oh, nice.
I went to visit his gym, and I went to actually several different gyms, and I was like, it was the very last gym right before I left town. So I was just testing them out.
Yeah.
You know, I heard, hey, you got to use the MindBody app, and you know, and this is the kind of income you can make. And I was walking to these gyms like, there's no way they're doing this. This is prime time, you know, for group classes. I'm like, this isn't really thriving. I don't see it. You know, the owners just there's something wasn't adding up, and I was still a little hesitant about it. And I'm like, I'm gonna stay one more night, and I stayed one more night, and I go to this gym, and I meet the perfect guy. He's like, hey, this is what you need to do. And he just starts coaching me up.
Put this a little closer up to you.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, and he just starts coaching me up.
Yeah.
And then from there, it was just okay, this guy can do it, I can do it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so that's what I've done, and that's who I kind of lean on from time to time.
That's good. So you're like a sponge, man. You soak it all in. You just learn. You got to learn. I mean, there's always someone you're learning from. Someone's always watching you too, though. Mm-hmm. Because what you're doing is an inspiration. I mean, it is.
Appreciate it.
That's why whenever we first thought about it, it's like, man, this guy right here too. I got to give props to Pedro, man. He's hustler straight.
He's on the next level, man.
This podcast, man. We
should be interviewing this guy.
Hey, it's coming. It's coming. No, but we talked about it. It was an idea. It's like, man, we should start a podcast sometime. Mm-hmm. I was like, he's the definition though of like, just do it. Right?
Yeah.
Because it was like, next thing he's like, well, I got this spot and the equipment's coming in next week. I'm like, whoa, this is actually happening. He goes, yeah, so you ready? And I'm like, hey. But it's just cool because now I'm like, I learned from him, right? And you just, but it's all about just your circle, right? Mm-hmm. And I want to give some advice on that. Is your circle, right? When you're starting a business and you're getting into that mentality, because we've talked about it. He gives me advice. I'm still a little younger.
A little younger. So like, man.
Well, how old are you?
I'm 27. So I don't like to say I'm young, but I'm not young. I'm not old, I guess.
Yeah. Right. Isn't that time to where you're still out there?
So advice for me and for anybody, because I have a lot of people, anyone that wants to start a business, right? And it doesn't matter how old or young they are, right?
Yeah.
What advice would you give about that?
Well, to me, you've got to make your list of goats. You've got to figure out you got to get 3 to 5 people, and you got to get in contact with them. And you got to become friends with them because, the saying goes, if you hang out with 5 millionaires, you're going to be the 6th one,
Yeah.
So if you hang out with 5 other, gym owners, you're going to be the 6th one. And so that's what I did right from the jump, is to make friends, and start having those kind of conversations.
Yeah.
Right before as I was pulling into the parking lot, phone rings, and it's one of my buddies. Hey, man, I own a gym. And, we get to talking. I was like, dude, what? I was like, I didn't know that, man. Hey, I'm calling you this weekend. And he might think I'm BSing, but no, I'm going to call him this weekend. We got to talk. Yeah. He was talking things from the insurance side.
Okay.
I was in the hell repair business.
Yeah.
I already understand a lot of that lingo. So that's one thing it's never really crossed my mind. And now it's on my plate. And I've got to
That's a good idea,
tinker with it a little bit and see what he knows and see what I can do and apply.
Do you have a big group that you hang out with and things like that? You don't even go out, right?
I don't go out. Yeah. I don't drink. I don't socialize right now.
Right now.
Right now, it's the only thing that's on my plate is I've got to get this done.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
There's no turning back.
Yeah.
I've got to make it happen.
Because once you're all in, you're all in.
You're all in, yeah.
Well, so, and that's another question I want to ask, though, because right now, you said you're just busy right now, right? You don't socialize as much. You don't go out. So I want to talk about it because I feel like even me personally, is getting into that zone of like, man, I'm going to be so busy and I want to be successful and I want to build these things, but I feel like it can get a little lonely. Does it?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. And so, but how do you overcome that? Like you just keep just moving, man.
Oh shoot, man. How you overcome that? I don't know, man.
Yeah.
Just pick up the phone and call somebody else that, hey, you coming to the gym tonight?
Yeah.
I don't know. I just get so lost in my hustle that I don't really think about it. I will say this, it's been about, let's say 90 days plus. I haven't even touched alcohol. I have no desire for it. And I guess because I podcast hustlers, I mean, people understand. I used to drink very, very heavily. And so I used to, I guess, black out so much that I just realized 90 days seems like forever.
Yeah.
Because I haven't,
Dude, I'm the same way.
I'm not blacking out,
Yeah.
And I'm not, messing up, I guess you could say.
And you feel way better, right?
Feel way better. I feel tired though, with all the hours, but I know it's gonna pay off.
It's a good tired. I'd rather be tired from hustling than tired from being hungover.
You can't get out of bed.
Crazy, yeah.
Yeah.
And then the older you get, man,
yeah,
those hangovers, man.
That's why.
It turns to 3 days hangover.
Yeah, no, that's awesome though to change that habit, man. And I'm in that season of my life, like we said, you know, not super young, I'm not super old, but I am in that season of my life where it's like, you know, as long as I take care of what I got to take care of, I can still go have fun with my friends, which is fine. But then, but I also understand, and I start to think about it now because I talk with him all the time, and he's like, "Hey, man, like, have fun, but just be careful because if you just keep hanging with the same crowd and they do the same thing, no ambition, no goals."
Oh yeah.
It's like you said, you hang out with 5 millionaires, you're going to become the sixth one, right? Yeah. If you hang out with people who do that, then you're just another one of them, right? And then not that it's a bad thing. I know everyone's in their own season of their lives, but changing that mindset. So that's why I was excited. I'm excited to do this because this is my opportunity to pick people's brains and hear their stories because in a way it's like, I'm taking notes. I'm a sponge now. Yeah. And it's like, okay, now I know I need to build these better habits. Here's what I need to work on. And I think that's important though. And so as a question I want to ask though now is, you know, starting a business, it's nothing's perfect, you know, trial and error, right? Okay. Like you're going to have your ups and downs.
Yeah, absolutely.
So whenever you know, let's say something doesn't succeed right away or whatever, like what is your way of going about that? Like you said you don't ever want to have 2 bad days in a row. No. I heard you say that earlier.
Right. You pick up the phone and you call the GOAT, you know, hey, this is the situation I'm in. This didn't work out the way I would like, you know, how I planned it out. What do I do? Oh, this and this and that. That's not the answer I was thinking. Maybe I can apply that. Hey, let me call somebody else. Hey, man, so this is the situation. This is what's going on. Damn, he said the exact same thing. You know,
it must be the right thing.
It must be the right thing to do. You know, I need to tweak it and apply it more like this. You know, and another thing too is like the industry that I'm in. I don't need to reinvent the wheel. You know, I just need to get a good format and apply it. You know, obviously it's gonna have my my touch to it, but I don't need to go reinvent the wheel. It's already been done. Yeah. And it's already been successful. Just get the right business model and it works. It's pretty simple.
Yeah. That's awesome.
That's just cool.
But it's good to have those people to call though. Oh, yeah. And it's all about your circle, right?
Oh yeah.
Because, you know, I have few people that I can call and be like, you know, especially him. We went to lunch today and I was like, all right, I got a question. Like, if I want to start a business, is it good to go in as with partners or yourself? He's like, it depends.
It depends.
Picking brain, right? Picking his brain, but it all fell back into your circle, right? He goes, if you're gonna open up a business, you know, 2 or 3 partners, whatever, make sure they're the right partners. Right. It's crazy how that works. Just like in life, you know, people you have in your circle, in business too. It's so important. It's just people make such an impact, right? But you also make an impact in people's lives as well. So I think that's just, it's awesome though to hear that. And so now you're thinking of just, you're going to possibly buy another location, get another location for the gym, expand.
Yeah, by this summer,
there's no possibly. It's happening. It's a goal.
To happen.
Yeah. Oh, I know. It's gonna happen. Yeah. Just from knowing you and talking with you, it's gonna happen. Like this dude's not gonna sleep until it happens.
Right. Exactly. No, he's out there. I'll hop right back up. All right. Let's figure something out.
Yeah. That's awesome, man. So you got the gym. Like, is there anything like other business ventures you thought about? Just the gym there?
No, gym is it's the passion. That's where it's at. Yeah. I might do some different type of format as far as like a gym, other than like group classes. But right now, I'm gonna hammer down on the group classes until I'm satisfied.
How many members do you have so far?
Right now, I'm in the 40s.
40s? Dang.
40 members?
That's not bad.
In 6 weeks?
That's more than Planet Fitness.
Well, and another thing too is I started off very slow. I didn't sign anyone up officially for the first 2 weeks. Yeah. I was still trying to get the app up and running because I didn't realize I was gonna go all in on this gym until December 28th, as I'm driving back from Colorado. You know, and I don't even have service. I can't really get on the phone or do anything to kind of expedite. So December 29th, 2 days or 3 days before January 1st, is like, oh shit, I'm opening up a gym. So you know what I mean?
And then just go for it.
So business is always on your mind then. It's just the next move. What do I want to do? That's crazy.
Winners win and losers lose, man.
There we go.
You read a lot of books?
I don't. I listen to a lot of podcasts. God, dog, you put me on the spot. His name's Ed Milet. So
Ed Milet.
Yeah, that's my go as far as when it comes to a book. Yeah. And then there's this guy named Alex, and I just got into the gym business side of things. Can't remember his last name. Yeah. To save my life, but that's where I get all my I guess tips on how.
And you learn a lot from those.
Yeah.
Those podcasts
absolutely.
and stuff. It's crazy.
Yeah. I turn off the music and that's what I listen to right now.
That's what I do too. What do you listen to?
I like to listen to a lot of Gary Vee. He's one of my favorites.
I like his advice.
Yeah, with Gary Vee, it's like he's so upfront. And like I showed a few videos to like my mom and dad, right? And I was like, this is like my idol. Like I want to be like him. Like but I said when he does those conferences, you know, they're like, my dad and my mom are like, he cusses too much. And I was like, yeah, but it gets people's attention. He knows what he's doing. He goes up there and he'll just F word this, and people are like, okay, but they're tuned in, right? But I listen to him a lot. Yeah, I listen to him a lot just because I think one of the videos I saw and a lot of that he really focuses on, like, it's never too late, right? And I think that's where people get scared because, like, it's like I want to start a business and, you know, I'm 27 years old and, you know, I started my own little business and still figuring it out, right? But I was like, I see kids younger than me now and I'm like, they're already business owners.
Yeah.
It's so different though, right? Everyone's on their own journey, but it's never too late. Like Gary Vee's like, you see him talk to like a 40-year-old man and the guy's like, yeah, I wanted to start my business. And he's like,
why don't you?
Well, what's holding you back?
Yeah.
He's like, well, I'm already 40. He goes, you still have your whole life. You know, and that's a good, so that's what really for him, it's like, it's never too late.
No, and the average millionaire is 49 years old. So it's never too late.
We still got a chance, bro.
Yeah. There we go. By the time I'm 49.
That's the goal, man.
Yeah. It just, so that in itself though, and using that, I believe what you're doing though with that gym though, and you're in it for a good reason, right? And it's what you love, you got a passion for it, but this is your opportunity. The gym makes an impact in people's lives.
Oh yeah.
When people run to the gym whenever they're depressed or something and they're like, you know what, I want to get out of it, I want to go work out. People go, that's their therapy. So this is your opportunity, and I'd imagine, is that kind of like a little bit behind the reasoning of the gym, or just was it because fitness has kind of always been your thing? Like,
no, I truly do have a passion to help people make progress. You know what I mean? So it's something I've got to, you know,
passion
to give to the people that as they're walking through the door. Right now I'm a little overwhelmed, a little swamped, but as I get the right people in there that have the same fire as I do, we can all kind of unite as a group, as a team, and pass that into the members. Especially like yesterday's class, as we're walking out and everyone's, we did it like a max on how many curls you can do, and just to see the group come together and cheer on the very last person. And as everybody was starting to fail out and burn out, they put the weights down, they start cheering on the next person. So just to see that happen and have that energy, and just to see that energy and it walk out the door and everyone's laughing and talking, have a good time, they feel satisfied. And guess what? Everyone's going to show up today for class again.
Yeah, so because and that's good. That's awesome. And because gyms can be intimidating.
Right. Yeah.
Like even they're here. I finally I've been slacking. I'm not gonna act like I go every day, right? I'm not a liar. But for the longest time though, like I would, when I got back into the gym, it was like I would walk in there and it's almost hard to even just make it to the weights or the treadmill. It can be intimidating for a lot of people. So to hear that though, that's cool, because when you're going in there, everyone wants to better themselves, right?
Right.
Everyone's on their own journey. It's not a race. So that when someone's going, they might be struggling. They're like the last one, but people are cheering them on. Like you said, that energy, and then they're walking out the door. That in a way is those people. It's networking.
Right.
They're meeting new friends that are probably going to last a lifetime, and their habit is not, hey, like, let's go party this weekend. Like, hey, you're going to be in class this weekend. Like, we've got to hit it hard. That's awesome. That's what you're building.
Exactly.
And so, I don't think you're one to be like, oh, that's my thing. I'm going to take all the credit, but I'm going to give you credit for that because you're building something special. And I keep looking at your cup right there. Buccaneers fan, like die hard, lifelong Bucks fan.
Tom Brady.
Tom Brady.
So were you Patriots fan before?
I was a Tom Brady fan.
Tom Brady. Okay.
Yeah.
Here's a little story how all in I can go. Tom Brady goes to Tampa, right? And this is during the pandemic, and I'm like, where the hell's Tampa, Florida at? I'm trying to find it, can't find it. Let me just put it in the map. Tampa. Oh yeah, it's on the West Coast. Interesting. A couple months later go by, pandemic's happening. I jump into the hell repair business, working for a horrible company that's traveling. I'm out. I don't want to sell cars. I've got money. You know what? So everything in the apartment, me and my dog, drive all the way to Tampa, Florida.
For work? For work?
No, not for work. To live life.
Just to live life? Okay.
The pandemic's happening. I'm thinking, oh, damn, we're going to die.
We're going to die. Might as well go meet Tom.
Might as well go have lunch with Tom tomorrow.
Yeah.
Before we die.
I did see him, though, once. I really did.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Is he a cool guy?
Driving.
You just saw him like he just was, okay.
Yeah. After we beat the Green Bay Packers.
I was about to say, don't say the Cowboys. Don't say the Cowboys.
He's a big Cowboys fan, man.
Of course.
Man.
I know
Cut.
They're always
If
crying.
anybody personally knows me, I hate the damn Cowboys.
I think they know.
And then, y'all retired Tom Brady, right?
Do what?
The last game, Buccaneers, Tom Brady played.
Oh, yeah, in the playoffs.
I was there, man, front row.
Yeah, I wouldn't say we retired him. He's 80 years old. It was time to hang it up.
Man.
How old is he?
He's like 47, right?
Oh, man. Damn.
Yeah, I'm like, I don't think, I wasn't proud of that. I wasn't like, oh, yeah, we beat Tom Brady finally. It was like,
Yeah, you were.
man, like, he's old.
No,
I wasn't. So no hard feelings. Everyone hates the Cowboys. It's fine.
it's just something about him, man.
Oh, man.
I showed us up, man, that night. Yeah, they were all cheering, let's go, Cowboys. I'm like, I just spent how much money to hear it? So, I don't know if I can cuss or not. Sorry.
No, go ahead.
No. So I want to, again, man, Ray, I appreciate you giving us time today to talk with you. And we're going to do this a lot more often, man. We're going to bring you back on.
Cool.
We're going to have some fun. I want to do some episodes where we go to your place of business too.
Yeah,
and just,
cool.
We'll hook up the microphone and we'll set up there with you and tell people where we're at, have people there. It's just, we want to keep doing this, build build relationships.
All right.
Help, to be there cheering you on, man, to see you continue, your business continue to succeed.
Okay.
So again, man, I appreciate you coming on. I do want to ask you though, you may have another question, but before we go though, we talked earlier, there's someone has eyes on you, right? There's always someone that maybe is watching what you're doing. To the younger and to the older generation that maybe wants to start a business, right? And they have this dream and something's holding them back. What advice would you give to them?
What advice do I give to like the youngster that's coming up? One thing I would say is just, it goes. I'll keep everything simple. It's called KISS. Keep it simple, stupid. And that applies to a lot of things that I do on a day-to-day task. So you just got to break it down. What you want to do, what you want to accomplish. You got to create your dream life. And it's not going to happen all at once. You're not just going to sit down 30 minutes and come up with it. But actually take time. Keep that same piece of paper for 2 months to 6 months and write things down that cross your mind. And then once you get on the other side and you feel like you've got that paper fulfilled, take a pen and start marking things off and see what's going to last, the last 20 things, the last 10 things. And then just go through a process of elimination. Give it a full year now. Now you've got the same piece of paper. It starts to have more sentimental value to it. You'll look up and it's 9 months later, 10 months later, and you're coming around to that new year. It's going to cross your mind. You know what? Let's do it. Let's figure it out. And now you're down to 2 to 3 things, and you start asking questions. You start meeting your goats, and from there, it just takes that one conversation of someone that believes in you, and next thing you know, you're off to the races. So that's where I would start, and as far as any advice out.
That's awesome.
Just getting a good support team,
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. People will give you a lot of support, unwavering support.
Unwavering. You know what? I like that word.
You like that?
Unwavering.
Unwavering.
When I hear that, I'm just like, it just makes me feel unwavering.
Yeah. No, but that's cool, man. Yeah, we just thank you, man, for coming through and giving us the time. I know you gotta go back to class.
Yeah.
What you're coaching at 4:30.
4:30, man. So again, Ray, thank you for your time. And those of you who are watching, Amarillo Fit, 5-star Hail Repair, Ray is your guy. He's doing big things, amazing things to give back to people and to help you out. If you're looking for a gym, I know I'm going to go check it out. I don't know when, but I need to go. If you're looking for a gym, go check it out. Yeah. Good. When?
Monday.
There you go.
I'll give you Friday off.
There you go.
But Monday.
Now you have to be there.
Okay. Hey, I'm there. No, but guys, Hustlers Horizon podcast. This I told you, this is a podcast you do not want to miss out on. We're going to be interviewing many great people. And Ray, we were very honored to have him as our first guest to launch this thing off. Yep. It just doesn't get any better than that. Hustlers Horizon podcast, where we hustle up, elevate the mindset, change your habits, build a business, just build a better you. Well, that's what we're all about. Hustlers Horizon podcast. Again, I'm Derek.
Pedro.
And this is Ray. Thanks again. You guys.
Thank y'all. Y'all have a good day. Yep. Peace.